guys, welcome back to another Blu-ray hunting video here today at 9:30 a.m. in CWMBRAN. We are starting our Blu-ray hunting on a Monday for the first time ever. I have never done a Blu-ray hunting on a movie release day in the time that I've been doing these videos. This weekend was just really busy, and we basically then had Monday off work as well, so it was kind of like we'll just do that. I work in a Monday to Friday 9 to 5 job, so I don't really have any luxuries of obviously moving that around unless I'm off work. But if I'm booking days off, I'm more likely to book a Friday off than I am a Monday, if you know. Today though is a pretty stacked day release wise, which makes sense as well in terms of why I decided to do Blu-ray hunt today and not the weekend. We have 3 big releases really. The first one being Gladiator 2 is out, and that is on a standard 4K, of course, a standard Blu-ray, and we get 2 steelbook editions that are very different in design. I didn't pre-order this initially. I think I might have on Amazon, and then ended up cancelling my pre-order because I just realised I don't really need the steelbook because I've already got the first one on Blu-ray. So let's just get the second one on Blu-ray as well, and the Blu-ray looks sick as well. So big release there. We also then have Megalopolis out today. This is the Francis Ford Coppola movie starring Adam Driver, and again this one comes out on a Blu-ray, a 4K, as well as a steelbook. And then the third big release is Lord of the Rings: The War on Rohirrim. I absolutely loved this movie in the cinema, and I instantly pre-ordered the steelbook as I came out. And of course we get a steelbook variation there, a really nice case design 4K as well, and a standard Blu-ray to choose from. I'm really torn with Lord of the Rings because I pre-ordered the steelbook, and up until Friday last week, Saturday, there was no movement on Amazon. It just said delivering December 2025. So I was thinking my order's going to be cancelled because it's, you know, it's just not, they haven't got stock or whatever. However, last night at like 11 p.m. it basically then said it was shipped and it's going to be delivered today. But I've kind of in my mind already sold myself that I'm just going to get the standard Blu-ray because the design looks really, really nice as well. So we'll see on that one. We might make a decision in person when we get to HMV now. So those are the big releases this week. We also do get some steelbooks. We get Constantine 4K steelbook, which we had a Constantine release recently. The Social Network is getting a 4K steelbook. We're getting a new Doctor Who collection, one of those like box set things that people have been collecting, alongside then some Arrow releases and all of that. There's quite a lot. But if you want better new release content, there is other blue tubers out there. I am just doing this because I have to. This is not a thing that I normally do, go new day Blu-ray hunting, but it's also something I'm quite excited to do as well, but not all the time. I'm just putting that out there. So that's the new releases that I bought on my iPad, of course. We had this week the Oscars last night, actually. Fantastic performances from Anora in that award show. All of what I really predicted came true somewhat. Apart from the Best Actor and the Best Actress awards, they were, you know, especially actress, it was either Mickey or Demi Moore for me. And Mickey Madsen winning was still a good shout. Best Actor, Adrian Brody, yeah, he was a good shout, definitely a good shout, but I would have liked to seen either Ralph Fiennes or Sebastian Stan, as I said in my video. If you did miss my video, please go and watch it. Not many people did watch it, but I put a lot of effort into it, like 6 hours to edit. So yeah, that was my predictions for the Oscars before obviously it happened. We have one pickup though that I picked up in the week I want to show you before we get into this video. I actually had to go on a little bit of an adventure in the week as part of the cinema room makeover video, which is you'll see on Thursday in that video. And I had to go to pick this up because I just needed it. So I picked up Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. £8 from CEX, and this is the only way you can watch this movie other than DVD, of course. There is no 4K release of this film, and Terminator is the series that I'm collecting next and I'm wanting to watch. So some nice disc art there as well on there, and I picked it up for £8. So it's made me think about, like, I've got Terminator 1 on 4K, which I bought a few weeks ago. Maybe, was it last week? Feels like a few weeks ago. Now this one on Blu-ray. I'm honestly torn about getting the Terminator movies on 4K, like all of the other ones. One, cost, and you know, I always see the others on Blu-ray for like £1 or 50p, or you know, they're really cheap, especially the Dark Fate, Genesis, and Salvation. On Blu-ray, they are really cheap. You can probably get all three for like less than a £5, you know. And then Terminator 2 is like £6, and then people say Terminator 2, the transfer is a lot better on Blu-ray than it is on 4K. So what's the point in spending that much money on a 4K if it's not better? So I'm really torn on Terminator, and I might just stick with getting what's the first one in 4K and then what's all the rest in Blu-ray. So yeah, that's what this one was needed, because this is quite a rare pickup. It's out of stock on Amazon and everything like that. I think it's an out of print, so yeah, I needed that. So we are here in Cwmbran, of course. We got our voucher as well. We've got some left on there. I think it's about £16 now. Yeah, £16. So we're whittling that down quickly, which is nice. Well, not nice, but you know. So yeah, we'll take the voucher with us. We'll go to CEX. After, of course, we go to HMV and go and see all of the new releases and make a decision. We are making some pickups today of the new releases. I've said this in my videos before. I've never really bought new releases, but today all that changes. I have been pretty excited for today, to be honest. Looking forward to picking up these movies, and I also have some time, like once this is done and I'm home and everything, I'm gonna watch one of these films today. So I'm really looking forward to it, because whichever one I pick up, I will be sticking in the player and enjoying. So anyways, let's get over to HMV. Let's go and see what new releases are in store, and of course we'll get back and get home as quick as we can. Even midweek, this car park is really quiet. You wouldn't actually think it's free to park in here, would you? But it is. Right, first stop, HMV. Here we go then, HMV, Blue Monday release day, and there's a big poster for Gladiator 2 now in the windows. There it is. Look how fantastic that artwork is. And inside then, straight at the chart section, we've got Gladiator 2, which I think, you know, as head posters go, this is a fantastic, you know, image of all of the characters in the movie. The artwork is phenomenal. A slipcover as well is always nice. I believe the first Gladiator never came with a slipcover, but this is really nice. That much so that they've doubled it up, and it is the same slipcover on the Blu-ray, which I am all here for. I really want, you know, studios to be doing this more, because, you know, it's nice that, you know, the artwork is shared. War of Rohirrim, on the other hand, has double the artwork. So this is the best artwork, in my opinion. This fantastic design here, fantastic art. You know, obviously this film's very art focused. Surprised this didn't get nominated for an Oscar in terms of the best animation movie, to be honest. But fantastic design, really nice spine as well there, and I really like the slip. But again, this is nice. This is a nice take as well. White, obviously different focus. I believe this is an eco case as well, guys, from feeling it. But yeah, £15 for the Blu-ray. It is in stock, of course. Really nice addition there. Then we have Megalopolis, which works in a black case, of course, but not a movie I would be interested in picking up. It just didn't land for me. The story wasn't very good, and I actually believe I walked out of the movie 45 minutes before it was due to finish. That is that. They also, though, have a Blu-ray release of Megalopolis. As you can see, it doesn't look quite as good in the blue case. Obviously, the black case would probably be an alternative to switch it out for, but that is there for $14.99. Next, another new release, which I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, was William Tell. This is a film that I heard about. I think this wasn't at my cinema. I wanted to see it, but maybe it's something that I'll wait for streaming. It's got like Amazon Prime written all over it. Another new release today, though, is Performance. This is a Criterion release on 4K. This, I believe, is a premium collection movie. I want to say it's a really famous singer in this film. Can't remember who it is. Comment down below. I'm sure somebody will tell me. Releases I haven't seen, though. Last week these came out. Story of a Cloistered Nun. This is a 88 films release, I believe, for $16.99. Really nice slipcover and really nice artwork on the front. And then next then we have Kronos, which is a BFI release, a film by Guillermo del Toro. $24.99 for the Blu-ray there of that. Next then we are looking at the Terminator. So of course, talking about Terminator at the beginning of the video, 3 for $40 on Salvation. They've got 3 for $40 on Genesis. Then they have Terminator 2, which is on the 2 for $30. And then finally, we have, as you can see there, Terminator Dark Fate, which is not on any of the deals. And it is $19.99. So yeah, very expensive. I also then saw some Steelbook shirts. They had Signs still available for full price at $34.99, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. Never seen this, but they have this Steelbook there. They have some Mission Impossible ones there, number 1 and number 2, or number 1 and number 2. And then they also had some Ghost Buster's Frozen Empire. That steelbook was still there. Ghost Dog as well, starring Forrest Whitaker. That is there. And then also Ant-Man and the Wasp. So still some steelbooks in stock in HMV here. Not to mention also some Avatar, which has been reduced, as you can see, Way of Water there. So steelbooks tend to be hanging around a little bit more. Same here with Babylon, of course, being reduced to $29.99. In my opinion, not enough of a reduction. And then finally, we've got the Green Knight here steelbook with some really nice embossing there, as you can see. Nice. Let's jump over then to CEX now and go and see what we can find. And yeah, really busy in Cwmbran. Walking in though, and no movies anywhere. What is going on there? Looks like the movies are moved upstairs. Looks like they're in the middle of moving it all by the looks. Yes, it looks like CEX is having a bit of a move around. As you can see here, here's the 4Ks all together. Terminator Dark Fate is in here though, and that is £8. But weirdly, this is a different price in the app. It's currently £6 in the app, as you can see. So again, another pricing error. Then we have Crawl. This was here last time. Really nice slipcover, 12 quid, but still a bit expensive. Fall Guy on 4K is now a tenner. I want this film on 4K. I think it'll look fantastic, but I don't want to pay a tenner. Biggest price deal of the day. This film, 8 quid, but it's actually 6. Fantastic animation film. Amazing for 6 quid on 4K. As you can see, they are starting to move things around and give the 4Ks a little bit more room to breathe. Better for me because it's upstairs, out the way, and no one can watch me filming. But of course, we're in Cwmbran, so let's check Ip Man 2. And lo and behold, it's still 15 quid, guys. It's £3.50 in the app. They haven't updated the label. It's been like this since the beginning of January. I'm not even joking. Go back and watch the videos. In the box at the bottom, though, I'm seeing some Terminator. Of course, talking about Terminator at the beginning of the video. This is Terminator 2, the Skynet edition for £5. And then I'm also seeing another Terminator here, as you can see. Just in between, squeeze it through, pull it through. Come on, James. Terminator Salvation there, £1. Brilliant. Star Wars there, we've got the original trilogy in this nice artwork for £6, a little bit tattered. A double pack of Sonic, £12. Those films are fantastic. Then we've got a premium collection without the box, unfortunately, for 7 days in May. And we have the Snowman, £12. But this is an out of print Blu-ray. Someone commented on this a few videos ago, so I appreciate that. We've got Mudbound then. This is a Criterion release from 2017. 15 quid. Really nice artwork. Criterion, I will be getting my first Criterion in a couple of weeks, to be honest. Looking forward to that. But that is there, Mudbound for £15. Starring Kerry Mulligan as well, actually. We've got a triple pack here of Cars 1, 2 and 3, 6 quid. This is one of those trilogies that just gets worse, isn't it? The first movie's amazing, but oh my god, number 3. Gettysburg is the next one. This is a premium collection, of course, with the box set, and it is 10 quid. Very expensive, but it seems to be probably an out-of-print version. That artwork, though, looks very, very nice. Seeing as it's Gladiator Day, of course, we needed to get Gladiator 1. Here it is for £5 on Blu-ray. Amazing movie, and there it is for 5 quid. Next, we have some other movies that, do you have this movie that you've just never seen that you always wanted to? This is mine, Pete's Dragon from, I think it's 2019, I think it came out. 2016, actually, £2.50. I've never seen it. I want to. We'll watch that this year. Puss in Boots, one of my favourite animation movies from the year that it was released. Amazing follow-up to the first film. And yeah, there it is, 5 quid now. We've got The Last Nights there, a Morgan Freeman movie for £2. Looks a bit like a bit of a, Gladiator type film. And then Rocky 5 is 15 quid on 4K. We've also got some Wild at Heart. Who remembers this series? Wild at Heart Series 3 on DVD, £1.50. What a fantastic series this was. I used to love this every Sunday evening. Amazing. But that is there for £1.50. But this is the section. This is what they're doing. They're moving it into this big section. Previously, there's PS2 and PS3 games up here. But now it's going to be this big open space, spread out the movies. And I think it's going to look really good. Behind the counter, though, they did have some Doctor Who's. I say some, a lot. I'm not sure if any of these are worth any money, but there's a ton there. Someone obviously got rid of their collection. Well, I think we've definitely seen the worst of the weather. Hopefully now this is the next 2 months. Very fresh though, but got some pickups in the bag. Let's get home and show you guys what I got. Okay, back home with a bag full of goodies today on this released Blue Monday. What have I got in my bag? So I picked up some super glue. Needed that. Obviously you need to get household chores done when you're out and about doing stuff. But yeah, I got a big bag. I think I just missed a delivery, which is a little bit annoying. Let's just check though. I'm not sure if they delivered to the next door neighbour. It's a weird one because I've got like cameras, but they literally rang the doorbell as I was like pulling It's weird. Well, as luck would have it, mid-filming, the postman was literally posting one of these things. So I've got this big parcel here, which I'm going to open in a separate video. It's its own dedicated video, that is. So yeah, that answers that question. I was going to look on the camera then and whatnot. But anyways, we have the parcel in now, which is great. So pickups for today then, of course, we had the new releases of The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim, and Gladiator 2. I decided on this version, the Amare, the standard slipcover. It just looks sick in my opinion. Like the whole design, it looks fantastic. War of Rohirrim, the spine as well is really nice with the design. And then on the back then, just full of, look at the glossiness of this slip. Really nice to buy films brand new, because, especially on release day, because nobody's touched it, you know? No slashes, it's all pristine and lovely. But yeah, so I gave this film a really high score when I went to see it. And I'm debating if this is the film I watched today, to be honest. Loved the film in the cinemas. Was completely mesmerized by the animation, but the animation took a bit of a back burner to me. I think it was more about the story that really sold me on this film and this going forward. It was a really engaging story with some really good characters, and yeah, I'm not sure if this animation style would look great on 4K in terms of HDR. So you might be someone that can get away with that standard release. Now, I haven't seen what the actual case is like. I'm not sure if the actual cover art is the same, or it is the same. I thought it would be the Blu-ray cover art, because that's slightly different, of course. So here it is then. We have, I think it's just going to be one disc inside. Oh, really, there it is. Just the one 4K disc in there. And the back is the same as all of that. So on the back then, this is all the tech specs and whatnot. You can see the Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos track, and I think it supports you got all the audio stuff on here, the special features. There's 3 lots of special features on there: Middle Earth, Anime, Marriage of Creativity, Hera, a new hero for Middle Earth, and Return to Helm's Deep, History Becomes Legend. The movie runtime, a 134-minute runtime movie. That is a fantastic addition to my 4K collection behind me, and one that I really rated about. If you've never seen it, I'd recommend maybe watch on streaming first to see if you like that animation style. However, if you did enjoy it, for me, I think it's just a day one pickup, hence why I bought it today. The second pickup, of course, for today, another big release, is Gladiator 2 in the standard thicker case that we get here. Of course, $24.99 there. On the back, we've got all the special features and tech specs, so Vision and Atmos on this one as well. Double Dolby. Doesn't say over an hour there of bonus content. There's the bonus content. I really did like this film. Went to see it in the cinema. Found it quite engaging. Definitely not as good as the first Gladiator movie, however, but it was still a fun sequel, you know, and had an Oscar nomination yesterday in the awards, of course, for Best Costumes. Nice to find out that the person who worked on the first Gladiator movie was the same person nominated for this one. So, yeah, I prefer, when I seen this slipcover online, I cancelled my Steelbook pre-order and just decided that this was the way to go, of course. So we'll take this off. This one we're going to get a bit more of an additional package, really, because we get a couple of discs in this. I think it's 3 discs or 2 discs. 2 discs. We get 4K and a Blu-ray bonus disc. So when it says Blu-ray bonus disc, there's the 4K, there's the Blu-ray. Does the Blu-ray mean the movie is on the Blu-ray, or is it just bonus features? I think that is the case, to be honest. So when you look on here at the tech specs down the bottom, you can't really see it, but this little box here, it just says the 4K stuff, really. I'm not sure if the Blu-ray disc is the movie. I think the Blu-ray disc is literally, yeah, it says on the disc, special features. So the difference with Lord of the Rings, this, I guess, Gladiator, is still just the 4K disc for the movie in the package, no Blu-ray, but it's Blu-ray bonus disc, which makes sense. So there's only one version of the movie. Yeah, so this was a 148-minute long film, Gladiator 2. As I say, I really did like it. It was a great follow-up to the first one. Definitely not as good and not one of the best films of the year. It made sense why it wasn't nominated for things like Oscars and all that. But it's still a very, very good, decent follow-up. We've had a lot worse sequels, put it that way, that didn't really fit and make sense in the story. And this one does. I'm really looking forward to this rewatch, to be honest. So those are the two new releases from HMV, of course, both with very glossy slipcovers. War of Rohirrim, Lord of the Rings, of course, anime, and Gladiator 2 on 4K. Yeah, feels good to get new releases. I'm really pleased with those pickups today. We then also went across to CEX, and I picked up 3 movies there. Of course, I did show you guys earlier Terminator 3 that I got previously. But when I went in there, I was shocked to see a few Terminator movies that I was literally on about. So I got Terminator Dark Fate. Now, it did say 8 quid on you, but it was actually £6. I did say that to the guy at the till. It's one of those at CEX now. You have to basically check the price in the app before going to the till. And I think that's awful. Like, the reliance on those guys, especially that Ip Man 2. I don't want to tell anyone about it because I just want to see how long it's there for. But what he did say is, this label is the price, but when that barcode is scanned, it's scanned at £6. It's not like somebody took that £15 one to the till, they'd realise, oh wow, it's £3.50, not 15 quid. So it's you know, it's a good thing, but somebody has the intention of paying 15 quid for that film needs it head checked anyways, don't they? So yeah, with the Terminator films, I very much decided that I'm just going to be getting them as cheap as I can, basically, and this was a pretty decent price for the 4K. Obviously, if the 4K is there, then I'd rather get that if I can. So we've got that one on the Blu-ray, we've got that one on 4K, and then I picked up the other two then. So I picked up Terminator 2 for 5 quid on Blu-ray. This is the one that's like 2 for 30 and has the bad scan, and yeah, so I just figured I'll just stick with that. The artwork's probably the worst I've seen artwork wise, but it was there and I just, yeah, grabbed it. 5 quid that was. And then I also picked up Terminator Salvation, which I believe this is like the spin-offy one, which is a bit more modern. And I think it's, who's this one directed by? MCG. Not to say I've ever heard of MCG, but there it is, Terminator Salvation. So, as I say, a quid. I'm not going to spend, like, these were 3 for 40, I think that was. That's a 2 for 30, brand new. That's not on 4K. This was 20 quid in HMV. So, you know, you're looking at upwards. There's no box set or anything, obviously. They're all on different formats. It's quite a difficult one. So I just figured I'd stick with the Blu-ray on some of these. And, you know, 4K where I can. So, yeah, now in addition to Terminator 1, we have Terminator 2. We then have Terminator 3. Number 4 is Salvation. Number 5 is Genesis, which I haven't got. And then we've got Dark Fate. So we just need one more, which, again, I've seen that quite a few times around. And I can start watching them then, so that's pretty good. So yeah, that was a pretty good section there and deal. I got 4 quid left on the voucher, so yeah, not too bad for all of the Terminator films there. So pretty pleased with those 3, as well as, of course, the 2 new releases here. I'm probably just gonna, maybe I might sell the War of Rohirrim Steelbook because it's meant to be delivered today. I'm probably just gonna put it on Vinted and sell it. Like, I saw someone list one for 60 quid. It's out of stock everywhere, so maybe I'll see if I can return some money back for these 2 because these were 50 quid today. You know, if I can get extra 20 quid, then happy days, isn't it? So yeah, I don't like doing that normally, of course, but I just, yeah, I think, you know, someone who wants it can pay it, and, you know, that's all. Typical, you know, that is it. So yep, there it is. Happy new release date. Have you picked up any of these titles? Of course, Megalopolis came out, but that was a massive flop for me, almost as bad as Reminiscence. It was a terrible film. But yeah, there's a few others that came out today. Of course, there's many other Bluetubers out there that do this content way better than me. 100% Kermit's Ghost, of course, is one. And yeah, I like to stick to my stuff. So next week, we'll be going back to CEX. We are going to be going back on the weekends. This is not a regular thing, but if this video does really well, I might have to consider quitting my job, moving somewhere else, and I'm joking, but you know what I mean. If this does really well, you know, obviously I might have to try and figure out how I can film footage on a Monday for your guys' faces. But yeah, very pleased with the pickups today. I'm going to go and watch one of these now. I think I'm probably going to watch Lord of the Rings, to be honest. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And of course, see you in the next one. Goodbye.